What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another delay. Oh man, some people are happy, some people are not. I'm in the camp that I'm okay, but either way, I'm still collecting my rewards daily, so I'm happy actually. So I mean, I'm okay with that, but we'll touch upon that a little bit. Let's take a look at the market, refresh, and a little bit of fear out there. Just things have dropped and Bitcoin has dropped. And it's pretty much taking everything with it. The memes, everybody's red. Look at Big Pepe here. Pepe ETH over 10% in the red. The last 24 hours, bonk. Got a lot of red going on. Mog coin. Lot of red happening. Pepecoin was actually, oh, this is weird. Pepecoin was actually in the green not long ago. It's like $3.09. And so now it's in the red as well. So pretty much the entire market is just, one big red wave. And like I said, Pepecoin was like 2 point something percent in the green and boop, it dipped again. And so why is all this? Well, there's a lot of fear in the markets, Israel, Iran, the whole nine. It's almost like textbook all the time, the same thing. People go crazy, they take their money out, and then, a day, 2, 5, 10, 15, 30, 60 days later, then they're like, oh, I guess it's really not that bad. Oh my goodness, let's just go back in, and then they go crazy trying to. So, I don't know. And my thing, I'm just holding nice and steady. And so we looked at Pepecoin, but let's click on here. As you can see, it went boom, skyrocketed, and then it went right back down. And I wonder if this is because there were some people that were buying like last minute Pepecoins so they could burn it. And when they found out that the burn was actually delayed another week, they were like, okay, time to sell. And so they did. Maybe that's what happened here. I don't know. But $2.95. Honestly, I didn't think that Pepecoin was gonna go under $3 again, at least in this cycle, but proven wrong right here. But when I see this, again, I've always said it, anything under $3 for Pepecoin is a steal. Yeah, so there's Pepecoin. Let's take a look at BasedAI. BasedAI is probably, yep, this is red. And so here we see, right, $3.41. It's taken a pretty decent dip because, I mean, what was it, about 7 days ago? I think BasedAI was like around $4 and, let me see, $4.70. It even hit $5, okay, on the 27th. So, I mean, it's taken quite a dip. And so this price is honestly a steal, in my opinion. What else? Let's take a look at Tucker. Tucker has taken, I mean, just like everybody else, it has taken a pretty decent dive. But once again, I'll mention when I told you guys 3X's ago at 6.6 million. And this thing went up like quite significantly. Okay, let's see, last 7 days. Look at that, 0.026, 0.028. So it actually did over 4x from when I told you guys about it. I'm an investor, I'm not a trader, so I'm still holding my Tucker, because I still believe that Tucker can do a 50x from here. I know, yeah, I think I'm crazy probably, but I still think that it can do that much. Because this is 2 cents, and I still think it could hit $1, for the $1 billion mark. Yeah, about 50x. And one last one, just a reminder. This was a token that I covered a while ago, and this thing, when I talked about it, I think it was like around, I don't know, maybe $1 million market cap or something, maybe even less. I was buying this thing. I bought some of it under a million. I would say maybe 900,000, 700,000. I think I bought some. I bought some like around 1.5 million, if I remember correctly. And it's, it actually went up quite a bit. It's taken a dive just like everything else. But this is Let me see, one, two, three, four zeros. So it dropped, it dropped a couple of zero from where I was buying. I'm just saying you guys could take a look at this. I'm not, this is super high risk. I still think that it's gonna do well. But it's up to you guys to take a look at this. Just another meme. There's no technical analysis. There's nothing really. It's just another meme. But there's some people that were talking about it on Twitter that I feel like they're respectable, and that's why I decided to get into it when I found out back then. And it's actually paid off. Like I said, I'm right now, even though with the dip that it has taken, I am probably, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4x my investment. So, hey, it's pretty decent, guys. Okay, now let's get to the story of the day, and that is, where are you? That is here, BasedAI, and it's got the community. Some are happy, some are upset, and so the Burn for Brains update plus special event announcement. Dear Pepecoin and BasedAI friends, we will be making improvements to the contracts to deliver the smoothest and most seamless experience possible. We anticipate this to be completed Friday, and to ensure the new day is set with the appropriate buffer, the new launch day will be Wednesday, October 9th at 4:20 p.m. EDT again. So they pushed it another week. First, they pushed it from this past Monday to today, and then from today, now they're pushing it one more week. I'm gonna finish reading this, and then and the reason why I'm reading this is because I would assume that probably some of you guys just listen to me and are not looking at the screen, but nevertheless, the grace period for unstaking as well as the new afterburn rewards period will begin once the snapshot has been confirmed via our socials. Avoid unstaking prematurely to prevent loss of base L1 rewards. To keep things interesting, we have an exciting Twitter Spaces event lined up for this week. On Friday, October 4th at 9 p.m., Fanso Drew will host secret dev and committer from the team, two of the key brains behind Pepecoin and BasedAI. They'll share insights, talk about the future, and offer a peek behind the curtain. This is a chance to connect and hear from the team directly, so mark your calendars for this Friday's spaces. And of course, get ready for the Burn event next week. Let's light it up, friends. And so, I mean, this is cool and everything, and I'm fine with it. I have no problem. I think that, some people like Based_Huddle, he just pretty much made a comment kind of saying, hey, listen, that he knows that this is a legit project, but he thinks that this was prematurely announced for the 30th. And I see where he's coming from. And, to a certain extent, perhaps a lot of us may agree with, like, hey, first of all, why did you announce the 30th? Nobody in the community, was forcing them to announce the 30th, because the devs, they're going to take their time to do what they need to do, which is what they're doing right now. And that's completely fine. That's what we want them to do. I want to have a good project, a project that is going to perform as it is, because we want something that will succeed and not something that's going to fail, and then we'll have, egg in our faces. But I think that sometimes as a community, we need to learn how to take criticism as well. I've been a supervisor before, and God knows I'm not perfect. And sometimes I've made bad calls, even as a husband. As a father, sometimes, we make some bad calls or whatnot. And, you're just like, hey, you know what? Yeah, that shouldn't have been done like that. Boom, let's move on. Whatever the case is. So I understand Base_Huddle here, his comment. And I think people need to kind of cool it down right away, because, Ninja Kitty here, right away, she's like, easy to FUD when you're not in the weeds in it. I didn't think that Base_Huddle was fudding. He just says, Jesus Christ, why even prematurely announce it for the 30th? There's a lesson here. At least they are building compared to all other rug scams. But these devs need a project manager. It's a criticism. And you know what? Is the project perfect? No. It's the people that are working on it perfect? No. Does it mean that we don't trust the devs? No, that doesn't mean that we don't trust them. It's just, listen, it's what it is. I don't know. I guess his thing is probably, they just said this. It's like there's no apology. Hey, sorry guys, yesterday we should have done this, for the unstaking, but we didn't do it. I mean, from yesterday alone, not opening the portal, because I mean, anybody that went into the Telegram, it was crazy. Everybody's is asking, and then you have all this scams going on like crazy. People, oh my goodness, it was some people that lost everything pretty much because they clicked, following some scammers. It's just communication. That's it. It's just communication. I think that's ultimately what friend here, Base Huddle, is pretty much getting at. It's just, hey, listen, guys, say that it's going to be for November and deliver it at the middle of October. People go crazy or whatever. But then there's another twist to this that I think could have something to do with it, but this is just me, okay, speculating more than anything else. And I wonder if the reason why this is being changed is because of the macro situations that's happening, okay, that has changed the whole feel of the market. And I know that Base Huddle here is saying the devs need a project manager, but I wonder if this project manager is actually that, he's a few steps ahead, and he's like, hey guys, maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to do the burn on Monday because markets are not looking too good. It's not a good idea to do the burn on Wednesday the 2nd because the markets don't look good. And so now you have a huge event that's going to take place, but the market conditions are not as good. You see, so I'm wondering if perhaps they were like, okay, you know what? We're going to need to continue pushing this until the market sentiment changes and we have more enthusiasm in the market, where this burn is just going to light up a fire that's just going to create a chain event and, get people all, pretty much flying into getting, I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching it a bit, but I mean, if I were to be in their position, I probably would do the same, because it would be like, oh, okay, we're gonna release it, but nobody really cares about it right now because everybody's just taking their money out because of World War III. I don't know. You guys could be the judge. I know some people are probably gonna say, oh, if the project is that good, it doesn't need the right, sentiment in the market. That's not necessarily 100% true. I mean, sometimes it's just emotions. A lot of the announcements that we hear, for any project, oh, we're doing this, or we're gonna do that, or we're gonna release this, or we're gonna release that. Normally, that stuff happens when the markets are very like euphoric, or the sentiment has changed very positive or whatever. And then once things died, cricket, the bears take over and everybody's like, then Twitter, crypto Twitter just goes ahead and dies down. It's interesting, guys. So I wouldn't put it too far-fetched. I think that the devs know what they're doing, and I think they are hopefully expecting for next week to be real October, where October starts, and grab that momentum and just build up on it and pretty much take this thing to Kekvala or Pepevala or to the moon. Yeah, guys, that's my take on what happened today. I mean, I was going to record myself trying to get, the brain credits. But I mean, I've been hearing so many people with how many tokens they have that I don't even think I stand a chance. I'm such a small account compared to a lot of people, like tiny account. But nevertheless, it don't matter. They're still gonna help my bags by burning all their Pepecoins. So I would just like to have a brain so I could actually play around with it and show you guys some things. But if not, hey, listen, we still have Pepecoin, and and we'll continue to cover BasedAI and see what the ecosystem is doing, if that's the case. But I'm still gonna try. I'm still going to try. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Honestly, this was a W regardless. I'm still stacking more base token, and this channel is more optimistic than anything else. So I try to not to be a moon boy, as they call it, but I try to stay very optimistic, and my thoughts from BasedAI and Pepecoin have not changed at all, and definitely not because of a push for the burn. It could get pushed another month. All I'm thinking to myself is two things: I can collect more Pepecoins. It's still giving me chance to collect more Pepecoins at pretty decent price. And the second thing is, man, I'm comfy just collecting those sweet rewards. If you're not staking, I'm not entirely sure if you're doing it right. But again, that's my opinion. It's not financial advice, guys. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.